The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Hello everybody, welcome to another rip-roaring episode of What's the Script, the very Scottish movie review podcast that gives you all the information about some of the best things to ever grace our silver screen, and some of the not so best things as well, but that happens every now and again. I'm Craig, and with me as always is Chris. How are you, big man?
Howdy, JJ. I am smashing, mate. I am like cathedral cheese on cheese and beans and toast. You know fine well what that is. Cathedral City.
That's right. Cathedral City and sausage rolls. Brilliant.
I am superb, mate. It's been nice and sunny the last few days, so it's topped up that old vitamin D or vitamin C, whatever you're supposed to get for the fucking. By the way, who said that was a thing? I know. Is the sun no just fucking radiation?
Aye, fair distance. Yeah.
I'm at the same time to go, oh, that's you getting your vitamin D there. Like, how the fuck do you know? How do you know?
That's the only thing that gets through after it's been filtered with ozone laser. The ozone layer that was dangerously going to be eradicated not so long ago.
Aye.
It was full of holes and shit, but we've not heard anything about the ozone layer in 20 years, I don't think.
Aye. I remember being told about the ozone layer. I thought I was going to be roasted to death as a small
Stop.
child.
Stop using the aerosols. Stop spraying the Glade after you do a shite, because it will kill the ozone layer. How does spraying in your toilet get away up there? You know what I mean?
Aye.
Never
As you look
understood
up
that.
at the sky, you see the hole in the ozone layer, and the fucking jumbo jet goes, like that. Fucking cut that out.
I just never understood that at all, man.
Aye.
Make sure you get all the spray on your oaksters, because any bit that goes away is woof. It's 3 mile up in the air and it's burning fuck out the mile thick ozone layer.
Aye. Stop spraying that Ambipure while I drop 20 million fucking bombs. Like, I mean, am I the arsehole here?
Aye. Smashing.
Fucking.
Anyway, folks, welcome back. As we already know, it is Series 6. We've been doing this for a number of years now.
Millennia.
Whereas hopefully as much part of your diary as brushing your teeth or having a wee Tommy Tank on occasion. You know what I mean? As
You're
always, like to
Diesel.
say... You're Diesel, ain't you? We'd like to say a big thank you to Clint for giving us the title tracks, and also Native Origins who are on board with us and hopefully going live next month to get your apparel on order. Big shout out to Seismic Boys, still doing the do every fucking week. And they dropped Rocky 4 this morning. You'll have to be listening later in the week, so I will, boys, but keep going, keep doing what you're doing. And Facebook group page 494, YouTube channel. We're missing somebody, but if somebody fucked off, if we're down to 341, I don't know who that bastard is.
Aye. It's probably a Johnny Dangerously fan there.
Or somebody that's fucking watched Johnny Dangerous on the back of a review and will throw bastards. I'm not following them anymore.
Oh, aye.
So, what have you been watching, mate? Gives a wee rundown of your list.
Oh, I run down like a person know well there. Well, my ocular delights for this week. I watched The Electric State on Netflix. Chris Pratt and I can have a Millie Bobby Brown. I mean, it's not great, but it kills a couple of hours. So, I mean, watch it, don't watch it. I mean, it's not going to be life changing for you, but hey ho.
Aye.
Know what I
Aye,
mean?
sometimes movies just...
I mean, half
It's
the
no...
time, that's what all these films are. You fucking do it all, kill time, take you away from your fucking mundane fucking life. A shitey Monday or Tuesday, whatever, know what I mean? But after that, I watched Midnight Special. It's a wee sci-fi film there. It's a bit mental. I watched 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. Some choice language in that. If you are triggered, just be wary. It was filmed back in the day. Uh, watched Hitman again. Dipped into the old sci-fi stuff. I watched Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Smashing sci-fi film. Anybody's not seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Interstellar. Possibly the most sci-fi film ever, but quite a sad film and all. Quite emotionally triggered that film. And then finally, I settled down and had a right good laugh and watched American Werewolf in London, and it's still tremendous,
Oh, aye.
tremendous, so good, man. Jack's part and it's fucking so good.
Aye.
Have you ever spoke to a corpse? It's boring.
You forget Rick Mills in that, I know, didn't you?
Well, that's what inspired it because you sent us that video, Rick Mail. I went, oh yeah, fuck it, I'll put that one because I can't remember the baldy guy that's in the bottom series or not, but he's in it. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Fucking aye, smashing. But that was my ocular delights, mate. Apart from obviously the film we watched for the episode, which is also an ocular delight. What
Certainly
about
is,
yourself,
mate.
mate?
I checked in and caught up again with Daredevil Born Again, which is running just now on Disney Plus, and it's great. It's great. We're 4 episodes in, and it's just great telly. We've not even got him in the costume yet for episode 1, so that's how good it is. I also watched The Born Identity, Born Supremacy, and The Born Ultimatum, because you can't watch one, as you know. I then watched, on the back of Independence Day, I watched Independence Day Resurgence, which I think is a great film. Fucking full of action, full of CGI, full of humour, and a right good premise on the original. I watched Big Hero 6 because it's a good film. Me and Archie watched that. Great wee movie. And then I watched Daredevil, the Ben Affleck movie, director's cut. I think that's a great film. It's a great film. I'll fucking die in that hill. People forget it was out in 2002, 2003, and before Marvel went fucking... Do you know what? It's better than every
Some of the
Phase
shit they
4
brought
film.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's
More
a
or
film
less.
of its time, innit?
Definitely.
The style and all
Definitely.
that.
I then watched our film that we're doing today. I stuck on Lord of the Rings of Two Towers yesterday, halfway through that. And then, speaking of Marvel Phase 4, I thought, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put myself through Phase 4 again just to make sure I wasn't rang the first time. Black Widow. Obviously, I watched them in order. Black Widow. It's no as piss poor as I remember it, but it's no amazing. Shang-Chi. I've got a lot of time for Shang-Chi. I think it's a good film. I really like it. Eternals. It means fuck all to the Marvel Universe. Do you know what I mean? But see if you can take your head away from that pish, even though it's referenced in it, and watch it as a standalone movie. It's all right. It's just a lot going on. Dead busy and a bit mythical and all that kind of shit. And I'll watch the rest of Phase 4 this week. Apart from Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm never watching that movie again, ever, ever. I tried to rewatch it a few months back here, and I'm like, it's a fucking piss take of a movie, man. It really is. It's been doing as a 3 on my MDB or something. That's how bad it was. But apart from that, mate, I'll leave it there and say that was this week's Ocular Delights.
Aye. I thought Love and Thunder, mate. That's see after Ragnarok, everybody fucking loved Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave fucking Disney a license just to go down that road. Know what I mean? Everything just looked like a fucking just a splash of colour. You're like that. Come on. But hey ho.
Just too many jokes, but the Love and Thunder, man, just for the get-go, man, the opening scene and the opening act was a piss take. And I'm like, oh. I mean, we had such high hopes for it, didn't we? In fact, I think we gave it a better review at the time than I'm talking about it just now. Might just eradicate that from our fucking playlist forever because we're talking shite. We're trying to look for glimmers of hope in an otherwise filthy jobby. You know what I mean?
Oh, the filthy jobby. Oh, going to start using that. How was your jobby? Oh, it was filthy. Fucking
big hangover shite. You know what I mean? But
oh, it's stuck to my leg. What? Shit's climbing back out the bowl.
Oh, but enough of that. We obviously are here to review a classic from one of our lists, and last week it was my pick of your list, and I plucked out a very period film, shall we say, in Kelly's Heroes, which was out in 1970. But I know everybody was here in 1970. I know I wasn't. I know you bloody weren't. And I know most of our listeners probably weren't as well. So can you tell me, Chris, put it in there and put it out there, what else happened in the year of our Lord, 1970?
Oh, well, people, brace yourselves. I mean, brace yourselves. First of all, this was the year that the Beatles broke up. They decided, we've had enough. We are no longer the Beatles. We are now going to be Beat-I. So, there you go. The Beatles went, we've had enough, and moved. Well, they went their separate ways. I think because John's squeeze at the time.
Oh, we know that. That's actually exactly what happened.
I don't want to cast assertions, but...
No, I fucking do. The rest of the band were like, oh, John, I don't like that cow. Get her to fuck out the studio so we can do this music thing, right? And John went, no, I love her. She's part of the band. Oh, fuck this shit. Fuck that noise.
See that bit in the documentary where she's sitting on Paul McCartney's amp and he goes, that's my amp.
Aye. And then the bit, I think, is it Paul or George say band meeting, band members only, and they get into the wee fucking booth and she strolls in and they just all look at her and look at him. And it's just...
What's that called again? What's that documentary called? I get it, everybody watch that and see if you think it's fucking people, oh, wasn't it Yoko Ono? I mean, watch it. It's on the surface.
See when Chuck Berry fucking growls at you, you know you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate. That video is so fucking wild, by the way.
Aye.
But anyway, the Beatles broke up. They did enough. 1970 is when they went, fuck this. We'll go our own ways. It was also the year that Feyenoord won the European Cup, beating Celtic 2-1.
Hey!
So if you were a Celtic fan and you were a Beatles fan, 1970 was not the year for you. It was also the year of the Mexican World Cup that Brazil beat Italy in the final. Fiji became an independent country.
Oh.
So, I think it might have been part of the old Britain there.
All right, okay.
So, it was also the year of the assassination attempt on King Hussein of Jordan, resulting in the Black September. I think that was Jordan fighting the Palestinians and all that there. No, I think that went for a wee bit there. Fucking just, I thought that's quite thingy. Hafez al-Assad comes to power in Syria. That is the father of the now deposed leader Assad. So that's when the Hazard dynasty kind of took care of the old Syria there. So there you go. Shit was going down, man. Shit was going down.
Certainly was, but back in the day, us as a nation knew to mind our own fucking business, didn't we? Let it happen.
Oh, you're fighting. Oh.
Aye.
grab the popcorn. But unlike previous episodes, there wasn't much going on in the way of cinema, right? Obviously, it's 1970. It's not it wasn't just coming out at a bad time, you know what I mean? But movie wise, Disney brought out the Aristocats, which I think is a smashing wee film. Everybody wants to be a cat unless you're a dog. You'd Tora Tora Tora, MASH, Five
Oh,
Easy Pieces, Little Big Man, Waterloo, and Airport. That's the ones I've seen.
I
So,
don't know I don't know what Five Easy Pieces is, but I've just made it into a documentary about a guy making sandwiches that are piss easy to make.
that's a Jack
Sandwich
Nicholson
number
film.
one, cheese.
But aye, so as you can see for that rundown, we're still doing a lot of war movies and all this stuff, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But there was an upswing in tunes, you know what I mean? Stuff was going down, man. Things were going up.
Take me to the Barrowlands, mate.
Oh, the bars. In fact, is this not when Bible John was kicking about?
60s.
Aye.
Aye. My dad every guy at the time that went to the Barrowland Ballroom was interviewed by the police. My dad got interviewed, obviously, and his brother and everybody hung about me. Every guy. It was so they could eliminate them for inquiries. And then the next week, when they went back to the dancing, they had to wear a wee badge that the police gave them to say, I've been fucking cleared. Mental, man.
No, I can
Mind
go
your badge.
on my own.
You're not getting in.
But
I think
you
it's
had
Peter
such
Tobin.
tunes. Aye. You had such tunes up dancing, shaking your chamois and all that, know what I mean? There was Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel.
For
You'd
fuck's
American
sake.
Woman. You had American Woman by The Guess Who. You had War by Edwin Starr.
Nice.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Diana Ross. Let It Be, The Beatles, one of their few ones left. You had ABC by the Jackson 5. Crackle and Rose by Neil Diamond.
Yes.
Spirit in the Sky, Norman Greenbaum.
Oh.
All Right Now by Free. Love Grows by Edison Lighthouse. Lola, The Kinks. We've Only Just Begun, The Carpenters. Fire and Rain, James Taylor. And Up Around the Bend, Creedence Clearwater. So, the films weren't up too much, but everybody was in the dancing.
Oh,
Know what I
mate,
mean?
get that made. Get that playlist made today. You like a playlist? That's
Oh, I like
Yeah.
a playlist.
yeah. And let the fucking English see you do it.
But, aye. So, what I say is, tunes were on the upswing. You know what I mean? But there was deaths. Oh, and by God, there was deaths. Jimi Hendrix, he died. Janis Joplin, she died. Sonny Liston, the boxer, he died. Jochen Rindt, he died. And what I thought quite apt for this film, Charles de Gaulle died. So
Oh,
that was your deaths, your notable deaths there. But here's buffs to make you get you through this harsh time. You know what I mean? I know people are still mourning fucking Jimi Hendrix and all that, but Queen Latifah, she was born.
that's not a good thing.
Skeet Ulrich, your wee pal there for the old Scream there, he was born. Matt Damon was born. Naomi Campbell was born. River Phoenix was born. Matt Lillard was born. Uma Thurman was born. Tina Fey. Ethan Hawke was born.
Oh,
Fred Durst, Warwick Davis, and Jason Lee were all born. So
good
the
people.
world got that wee bit better with the
Good
buffs.
people.
Aye.
Apart from Ethan
Many good
Hawke and
people.
Queen Latifah.
You don't like Queen Latifah, do you?
I don't like her film. Listen, I don't mind Queen Latifah. I just think every film she's ever been in is utter shite. I don't.
It's amazing.
And even the addition of Ice Cube and a couple of them couldn't help it. You know what I mean? So she's not a good actress, I don't think.
But that was 1970, mate. That was a rundown. So, like I says, stuff was going down. Films weren't so happy, but the tunes were in the upswing, and good people were recruiting. We were recruiting new buffs, and they were good people. There you go. My name is Errol when you're happy without Jason Lee there, you know. So
I know. But like Jason Lee, we got a lot of time for that boy. He's also plays a right good part in Dogma as the devil, which is brilliant. So there we go, folks. That was 1970. Thanks for that, Chris. That was brilliant there, apart from the movies, you know. Tell you. But one movie.
I fucking love Tora.
That was actually, I've watched that. It's no shite. It's not bad. I'd imagine I know, but 1970, there was about 30 spaghetti westerns out that year and all, probably. But
there's millions.
You know what I mean?
That was the ones I picked out. See, like Little Big Man. I'm sure that's Dustin Hoffman, maybe. But
aye. Yeah.
There was so many of them. I mean, if you're curious, you can go and look, and you just see it, and you're going, "Fucking hell, man!"
But one film that was out that year, and the one that we've picked today, is a happy film. It was, of course, Kelly's Heroes, which was released this year, and it was directed by Brian G. Hutton, who I'd never heard of before. Certainly, tell us who's in it, mate. Just give 20 people that were in it. Just leave the other 40 out it.
I'll give you the ones I wrote down. Right, you get Clint Eastwood, Telly Savalas, Don Rickles, Donald Sutherland, Carroll O'Connor, George Savalas, Gavin MacLeod, Len Lesser, Stuart Margolin, Harry Dean Stanton, Hal Buckley, Perry Lopez, Jeff Morris, Richard DeValos, Carol Otto Alba, and Gene Collins. That's the ones I wrote down. And I'm telling you now, there is so many. So many.
So you must have got it off the same list as I did, because it went in the exact same order, but I stopped at Jeff Morris. I was like that. Oh, my thumb. Oh, it's cramping up here. Can't write anymore.
Bye. Oh, it's quite an ensemble. See that French there? Ensemble.
Aye. Well done. It is. It's cast is fucking huge. It's great. It reminded me a wee bit of when we done Saving Private Ryan. When we rewatched that again, you just realise how many fucking big names are in that. You know what I mean?
Aye. It's like that other film. Is it The Longest Day? I think it is. There's so many in that, man. You're just fucking Jesus.
The longest cast list. Fuck's sake. Money wise, the movie cost $4 million American to make, which when you look on this film and see the pyrotechnics involved and the action and the extras and the tanks and all the period bits, it was money very well spent.
Oh, aye, definitely, mate. Definitely. And again, I was kind of not so much shocked, but kind of let down with where it brought back. You know what I mean? It's because, well, according to the one I read, it only brought back in 5.2 million.
Aye, same, mate. And at first it said domestic box office, and then I put in worldwide, and again it said 5.2 worldwide. So I think for some of the movies you rhymed off earlier, people are like, I'm going to fucking cinema. I'm not going to pictures. Shite.
Well, it's a thing now. I don't know if it's coming. It's coming to Hollywood now. I don't know if, because you go to like 1970. I don't imagine a cinema ticket cost as much as it did. Know what I mean?
Aye.
So I know the conversation is now that like cinema tickets are like over the odds. No, know what I mean? What were we talking about? You fucking £11 or something now?
About
and
12,
I actually
mate.
think directors and actors and all that are all talking about it. It used to be the working man's kind of thing to go to. Know what I mean? Now they've not got that. Because they're talking about how a cinema ticket would cost you like fucking $3, $5. Know what I mean? So maybe that's what I'm wondering. Enough people did go see this, but it doesn't make the the amount of money we expect films to make now. Know what I mean?
Aye.
So,
Aye. Plus, I mean, I don't know, well, no America, but in Britain it was before decimalisation, so it would have been before the pound and pence. Well, pound and pence were still a thing, but they were different. It was like fucking 2 and 6 and all that shit, you know what I mean? But so I don't know. I don't know that old money. But aye, 5.2 back on a 4 million. They say that, what do you call it? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for, Chris? Promoting the film, you always take half the budget and add that on to make it like 6 million, but I don't know how it works back in the day. But 5.2 is better than 4. That looks all right. IMDb, it's sitting at a 7.6 out of 10 and 79% on the Rotten Tomatoes. So pretty fair on the old markings.
That's what was more eyebrow raising. To, know what I mean? I like the Rock there. Because everybody, like you talk about this film, that's Kelly's Heroes. Again, it's one of them, and the people have asked anyway, people like it. Nobody's got a bad thing to say about it, so I was like, kind of surprised, like, is it something that's became bigger than it was? You know what I mean?
Aye.
Than when it was out at the time. Just curious.
What should you say? Eyebrows. Up at maximum.
Yes. Raising. Nothing short, but an amusement.
For anybody that hasn't seen the film, I'll give a quick synopsis this week. Very, very short and sweet. On a quest, I'll start again. Short and sweet, I can't fucking speak. On a quest to retrieve a treasure of gold from behind enemy lines, a group of army misfits joins hands to fulfil their own dangerous mission. In a nutshell, they find out there's gold and they go and get it.
That's it. Right. Simple. I've got to pose a question to you. Is this a war movie or a heist movie?
It's a heist movie set during war times.
Because, I mean, effectively, this is like fucking Ocean's 11. No, what I mean?
Aye.
We need this guy to get us this, blah. Everybody's got their specific jobs, and it's all about getting the gold. That's...
Aye. It's advertised as a comedy war movie. That's what it says on Google and IMDb if you look it up. And it's littered with humour.
Aye.
Beautifully delivered by what we've already just divulged as a fucking sterling cast of men. I don't think there's one woman in this movie.
No. Well, there was supposed to be.
There was one. Oddball reveal. He pops his head up. He was on the job, wasn't
he? Aye. Well, there was supposed to be a Polish actress, Ingrid Pitt. She was supposed to star in it. I'm sure she was in Wicker Man. I'm not sure, but see the original. Couldn't be certain. But aye, she was supposed to have a part in it and it was cut at the last minute. Apparently she was ready to get on the plane and fly to Yugoslavia because this is where this was filmed. So, but last minute, nah, we're not doing it. So,
original Wicker Man, was that Donald Sutherland and all in it?
No, that was Christopher Lee, I'm sure. He was dancing about with a big wig on. It's fucking mad bastard. But which was also remade with Nicolas Cage.
I liked it. I liked it.
Aye. But aye. Talking about Donald Sutherland and all. See this, by the way. Right, obviously his character oddball in it, right? He's my favourite character because he's just fucking, he's mad. But at the same time, Earl Donald, who has just left us recently, actually nearly died of spinal meningitis while filming this film.
Oh!
Aye, so much so that they phoned his wife and says, "You're going to get here, but by the time you get here, they might already be dead." So,
fuck's sake. Well, he had no luck at all. And let me ask you this question. Did he phone his wife, obviously, before she get the fucking jail? That was a mad bit of trivia.
It's so fucking wild, and it is wild.
Aye. but what I'm
Oh.
alluding to, folks, is that while filming, right, in 1969, Donald Sutherland was approached by Clint Eastwood to say, "Look, I've just had a phone call off the FBI. Your wife's been arrested." And apparently, the two of them burst out laughing. What was she arrested for? And it was Sutherland's wife was arrested for buying hand grenades for the Black Panthers during filming in 1969. They had a great good laugh about it, and by 1970, Donald had divorced her. So there we go.
Aye. Tried to buy it with a personal check. That's fucking mate. It's
Talk about a paper
the drugs
trail,
back
man.
then. The drugs back then were smashing. That's all I can say. Know what I mean?
Aye.
So I mean, would you like to sponsor our raffle, missus? Certainly. What do you need? Hand grenades.
And yes, folks, she was the mother of Kiefer Sutherland
Aye.
and his sister. So there we
Oh,
go.
fucking madness, man! Absolute
Strange times.
I thought that was a fucking. I thought somebody was just making stuff up and just firing it out there into the internet. Just no. But aye. But apparently they were in Yugoslavia because for some reason Yugoslavia had a massive supply of Sherman tanks. I mean, like, in fact, nobody questioned this like that. Sorry.
Aye.
Super man.
Have a lot of tanks, do you? And we can use them, can we? Okay, let's go. Unlike the American fucking army last week's, no gain them unless they didn't mention Area 51. You know what I mean?
Aye. I see that as well. And all. When did Yugoslavia have its civil war, so to speak?
1992, because Yugoslavia had qualified for the Euros, and they had to pull it and let Denmark in, and Denmark won it. That's the only reason I know that.
Ah, well. I was just wondering, was there fucking Sherman tanks fighting in Yugoslavia when that shit kicked off? Or had these probably been decommissioned by then?
I don't know. See, like behind Iron Curtain, kind of, so to speak, all these old military vehicles seem to fucking last a long time. Like, same with Cuba. Go to Cuba, every cunt's driving a Cadillac. When was that built? 1950 what? It looks as if it's just out the showroom, man. Jesus.
Aye. It's fucking, mental, man. Mental. But, so Yugoslavia, I mean, for the most part, the scenery in Yugoslavia looks nice.
Does. I was going to say that, mate. That's one of the things I really love about this film, the location, the settings, the backdrops, everything looks great. You do believe you're back in 1944, is it 45 or something like that? It's great, absolutely great.
Aye, definitely. But simpler times. Simpler times.
It's factual as well. The good thing about this movie is it's very factual. I mean, the blue crosshair shoulder patch indicates that Kelly, Clint Eastwood, and his men are from the 35th Infantry Division. It's a National Guard division comprised of guardsmen from Missouri, Nebraska, and Kansas, which are all kind of nodded to with the characters in this, innit?
Aye, definitely. Aye. Whether it be accents or people smelling of shit, it's all given a nod to. Know what I mean?
Aye. Kind of reminds you of home. Does kind of remind you of home, doesn't it? And in stark contrast, Oddball, who is played by Donald Sutherland, his division is the Super Sixth, the 6th Armoured Division, which also were a real thing. There we go.
Aye. See, I was kind of laughing last night, I know. I mean, because we've already done Fury, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking, I'm going, there's such a contrast in how these tank crews work.
Nah, no half.
So, I mean, it's again alluding to Oddball. The character just seems very hippie. Know what I mean? Free loving and all that, and then my mind just harps back to Brad Pitt getting that poor boy just to fucking kill an unarmed soldier. Know what I mean? You're like going, I think we were given a a different perspective of the water.
Aye, two very different perspectives for tank operators, but the one thing they do have in common is they're a bit fucking mental. You know what I mean?
Oh, aye. Oh, aye.
In
Proper
one way or
nuts.
another.
But talking about Sutherland, apparently Clint Eastwood only agreed to do this film because his pal was originally going to direct it.
All right.
And once they changed the director, he couldn't get out it because he'd already signed the contract. Which I find kind of fucking, again, weird because see when I think of Clint Eastwood, I think of Kelly's Heroes. I mean, obviously the good, the bad, the ugly, but Kelly's Heroes is the next one I think of.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, one other one, every watch way but loose. But
Aye.
it's like, because it's, I know he's not so much like the focal point of this film because it is a big cast and all that, but just try to think of somebody else without it being Clint Eastwood. Know what I mean?
Aye. No, but I think all the good actors were fucking signed up for the movie in the first place. Can't think of anybody else at 1970 that might have been in this, but
Yeah.
aye, he's the main focal point in it. It's his idea, his stumble across the gold, and him that recruits everybody and gets them on board.
Aye.
But there is a bit in this film where it kind of gets in danger at everybody knowing about it. You know what I mean? Oddball's told to keep it to himself, and he phones up wanting a bridge built and gets another 100 and odd guys involved. Want a piece of the section or what? Nah, come on.
It's fucking no. Mate, it's like that at all. Apparently the studio didn't want to call it Kelly's Heroes either. They'd fucking it was originally going to be titled The Warriors. And then it was changed for that to Kelly's Warriors. Before and then agreeing Kelly's Heroes will work. Like again, I know who are these people that sit in the boardrooms? You know what I mean? People like that. What? No, I don't know.
Aye. Warriors is such a different demographic. You're thinking of a different film if they say Warriors. Do you know what I mean? You're thinking of a bloodbath fucking movie, which this isn't. Even though it's set in war times, there's no blood in it. There's a couple of deaths, but there's no gore or blood or anything like that. Shies away for that.
People fucking blown to bits and all that, know what I mean? It's fucking, but I think it's also, I've already mentioned it's kind of a lighter tone, like the wall, but it's funny, mate, because like you've already, the humour through it's smashing and already well delivered, know what I mean? Just fucking, I think that Oddball might have been the original comic relief in a otherwise kind of war film, know what I mean?
He's such a good character. But even you look at one of the main but not so main characters, look at Barbara. He keeps calling him Barbara. His acting hasn't got out the 1940s. He still talks like that. Willikers.
Mate,
you know what I mean?
See at the end when he sees the gold, mate, he looks like a cartoon drawn. See his big smile and all that, he's just real.
Aye. All those burning bridges said it to me. What about the score, mate?
Mate, that tune is glorious, right? It is a glorious wee tune and puts a spring in your step. But when the film was released, there's actually a version of Clint Eastwood singing that song. It was actually released as a record. There was a B-side as well. He sang another song. I think it's something like "I Love Her" or something that Chris Christopherson wrote. It's got me curious. I need to go find it on Spotify.
Aye, I'll need to find that and all actually. But this song, People, was called Burning Bridges, and it is written and performed by the Mike Curb Corporation, which does not sound like a fucking band at all. Welcome to the Mike Curb Corporation. Take your ID badges on the way in. You know what I mean?
Aye. And that, it's very it's very different to the upbeatness of that song. Know what I mean? Something with cooperation in it shouldn't be producing that kind of song.
No, it's a cracking wee song. It's dead fucking cheery, and the words aren't so cheery, but if you read them, but it's a cheery song. It's just right. It starts with a wee with the army drums, and then goes into pure mad 60s, 70s singing. That's brilliant, mate. There's a good. We talked about the humour in this movie, and there's a lot of it, but there's a cracking bit in it that I read about. There's a nod to Clint Eastwood's spaghetti westerns in the standoff with the Tiger Tank, a tongue-in-cheek remake of the ending of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which he done in 1966, right down to a similar musical score, not the same but similar, and overdubbing of the sound of non-existent jangling spurs.
Aye, I mean, as it's see the way they do it, mate. You do laugh at it. It's the one that obviously Kelly's walking down the street and then Big Joe steps out and then Oddball steps out. You know what I mean? It's fucking it's funny, man, and it's just you're having a standoff with a fucking tank.
Aye,
It's just nuts, man.
Cannon pointing at you, man. Just how
Right.
that comes round as well to eventually look him dead in the eye. You're like, that. Oh no.
Hell, that brings me to another bit of interesting trivia, right? That I thought was fucking, and it's last night I was listening for it, I was watching it, right? The sound that the Tiger tanks make, see when the turret is moving, was then reused in the film Aliens, and it's the same noise that the big power lifter machine is. It's the same noises that makes. So see the big thing that Ripley fights the alien in. That makes the same noises as the tank. So it was repurposed that sound. So
there you go.
You go back and listen to it, you'll be like, aye. So
mental. Aliens, of course, was released in 1986, and I know that because in the group chat during the week, I put a question to the group members, right? And I asked them if you could pick one film that signifies the 1980s, just one film, no a franchise. It can be one of a franchise, but no the whole franchise. What would it be? I'll give you some of the answers, right? Now, my answer was Back to the Future. See, every time somebody says 80s film, ding, that's the first film that jumps in my head. There's many, many others that are all bangers, but there we go. Andy says, well, it's no E.T., but he never told me what it was. He just said it's no E.T. I was like that. Nah, you missed it. You missed the brief there, big man. Know what I mean? Back to think of something. Tim, Native Origins, how you doing, son? He said Stand By Me. Like that answer. Joanne Wild, she says The Lost Boys is surely the correct answer. Only in your house, hen. John Cameron agreed with us. Initially, he said Top Gun because he didn't get the question properly about Back to the Future. Then when I said Back to the Future, he says, no, I agree with you, big man. Amy Graham, right, that's Andy's missus. She wrote Steel Magnolias, and I just replied, fuck off, Amy. Right? And a couple of other ones. Ian Dale, he said Aliens. That's his favourite film of the 80s. You know what I mean? Which I carry the cry. Barry Matheson, The Breakfast Club, which we done way back when. Johnny Glendinning said...
I was thinking that myself, The Breakfast Club. There's a lot of... I don't know why, but just when I think 80s, I think Breakfast Club.
And I bet you've got fucking Simple Minds playing in your head and all when you think about it.
I do, mate.
There we go. Johnny Glendinning says Money Pit. Good movie. Really good movie. Hazel Lafferty said Adventures in Babysitting, which is a good laugh, actually. I remember that film. Ryan Abbott, who we work with. Age appropriate for me in the 80s, Transformers the movie. Wait, pictures, see that? I get it, that as a wee boy. I don't mind saying Optimus Prime. Hit me hard, man.
That's smashing, by the way.
Oh, what a score, mate. What a score. And the actual soundtrack as a whole is brilliant. It's just 80s rock, man. But that'd have been your answer, The Breakfast Club, aye?
Aye, for some reason I just think, I don't know if it's because of Auntie and all that, you know what I mean? Because she's mental for the 80s. So I mean, that's aye. I'd say that probably, but I would need to really have a think about it.
No, I don't think there's any wrong answer to it. Just
I think it
it's
just
your, your
catches
preference of it.
it just catches the feeling of the 80s, I would say. Know what I
Oh, it
mean?
does. It does. It really does. So does
So
Ferris Bueller's Day Off and fucking
aye,
Weird
that's what I mean.
Science
Says
and all that kind of
aye,
stuff.
all that. But I'll leave that way, man. I'll have a thought.
I just thought it was a nice wee segue into that.
Aye.
So, any other trivias, mate? I've only got another one there where John Landis kept telling Donald Sutherland on set that one day I'm going to be a director. Sutherland didn't take him serious and says, "Look, if you're a director and it ever comes through, I'll appear in all your movies." But Sutherland
Mm.
appeared in Kentucky Fried Movie, 1977, National Lampoon's Animal House, 1978, and On a Billboard in The Blues Brothers, 1980, all directed by Landis. So he did become a director, and Sutherland
Oh, aye.
was true to his word.
That's it. That's it. What I was just going to say, Landis was actually made a cameo in the film. He was one of the three nuns that the guys pass in a wee tune. So,
Oh, there we
so
go.
it was there. It was there. Bye.
Didn't ken that.
But the value, you see, that the gold, right? 16 million. Would you have risked it
Aye.
fighting
Aye.
through behind enemy lines?
I think if we're in the war situation, you'd risk anything just to get away from it. Whatever demographic, you're still not getting away from it because it's still the Germans and all that stuff. But aye, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
You've got nothing to aim for, and then plus the fact that captain of theirs is a fucking douchebag. He's only interested in rescuing a yacht, and says to them, "Right, guys, kickbacks, have some R&R." Big Joe's like that. There's no action. Yeah, but here, aye. I mean, we'll get you some magazines and that. Fucking magazines. Where's the prize? Where's the booze? There's no action, baby. So I'd be like that. If Kelly's like that, do you want to go and try and get some goals? No, that. No bother. I'm with you, big man. Let's go. Do it.
See, so that's because I was going to lead my next question. I know Big Joe is the only one against it because it's back to the guys risking their lives when they don't really need to. You know what I mean? So that's why I was kind of asking the conflicting question: would you do it?
Aye. I know what
I
you
mean, because you've survived. I'm guessing like Omaha Beach and all that. Know what I mean? And now it's like, right, you can sit here and you can practically see out the rest of the war, or do you risk it for the biscuit?
Aye. Oh, but no, well, my understanding was it was only a few days because the captain, as he's running away, says, "Look, sit here, kick back for 3. I'll be back in 3 days with your orders." So they've got somewhere else to go after that. But I know I would risk it, mate. Definitely. Would you?
No, I fuck's sake, because I think it works out what 850,000 each or something.
Aye.
That's go back to when this is fucking. I mean, what is it? Know what I mean? You're a millionaire.
Aye.
So, I'd have risked it for the biscuit.
Don't get me wrong. If you could look into this, delve a bit deeper, right, and then think of the scenario of them getting home. How many gold bars is 800 odd thousand? Is that enough to carry? And how they getting them home and who they fencing them to? But it doesn't matter. It's great. It's fucking great.
Well, this is actually inspired by a true event. And it's actually leads to like another film that I've seen, The Monument Men. If you've seen that, that's obviously the Allied forces send in like art critics and all that, and it's about getting all the art and stuff that the Nazis have stole. But what the Nazis were doing was storing all this stuff in mines, and they actually come across bars of gold, and it turns out so much it disappeared. And I actually think it's in the Guinness Book of Records or something for the biggest heist in fucking history or something like that. So it's like, oh well.
What happened to that? I put it down there and I don't know where it's went. You know that way. Aye.
Because Because apparently the amount of gold that was in one of these mines was like fucking 3 billion or something, 7 billion, something along that fucking record. Know what I mean? So a wee segment of that get tucked away for the boys there.
Aye, you're no
So,
fucking joking.
but bye, bye. That's technically it's inspired by the truth, but it wouldn't have been as entertaining had they went down the actual story. Know what I mean? So
Aye, I know what you mean.
but,
Had I been a wee bit more serious, do you know what I mean?
aye.
So let's get to the movie, mate. It's obviously littered with some great stuff. What's a couple of your best bits in it?
Well, right for the off, mate, is Oddballs Camp. Because I just, know who Oddball reminds me of? Dennis Hopper in Apocalypse Now.
Aye,
See when
aye.
he's been out there, out his nut, and he's just stoned, just telling you, man. Because see when you go to his Oddballs Camp, it's like that kind of, is it like a Hindu music's all playing? Everybody, it's like Woodstock. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Everybody's all peace and love and all that shit like that. And
Aye.
it's just so alien through the war, and
Aye, I get it. I totally get it. However, it's pernickety, right? It is pernickety, right? Dennis Hopper is much more believable because it's in a war at a time where hippies were a thing.
Mm.
Donald Sutherland plays a product of when this film was shot, right? Or coming out the 60s, but it's in the war. We're in the 40s.
Aye.
I don't know how many peace-loving hippie folk were about before 1936.
Hey, cut out with them negative waves, Craig.
That's the answer I was looking for, baby. Hey, always with the negative waves, baby. Come on. Have a little faith, baby. Says a baby quite a lot, doesn't he?
I know. He's fucking. Oh, it makes me so happy.
Hey, who you calling baby? You calling some kind of queer? Know what I mean?
But I just see when you first see his camp, and he's so. Again, it's Donald Sutherland's face in this because he's so chuffed. Because even like, obviously Kelly's looking at it and he's going, "What the fuck is this?" And he's just pure brilliant at it.
Aye, aye. And he's all proud he's own wee modifications that don't serve any
Aye.
purpose other than to confuse the enemy. He's got the fucking world's biggest speaker on the tanks playing music. He's got an extension to the cannon that's only for looks, and then he'll fire paint sometimes just to confuse people.
It's fucking. Oh mate, he's a comic character, man. But it just, I mean, I'm just disclaimer right now. A lot of my favorite things are going to be with Oddball. No, I mean, it's just fact. But that was Wyram, man. And I'll say another one before I let you do a couple. It's see the bit they're fighting at the bridge, and it's like the general, he's sitting listening. It is fucking hilarious. He's like, I mean, again, for people who have not seen this, the guys are trying to get across the bridge so they can go and steal this gold. Know what I mean? And if they're going to advance, they're going to leave other people behind that are to get a cut, sort of thing. And this general's sitting listening, and you hear him going, "Listen, don't you go there without us." And he's just like, I've never heard such fighting spirit in my men. What the hell am I doing here?" Oh mate, it's so funny, man.
Kidding
So
on, it's all
funny.
for fucking valor and bravery, but it's really I want to cut of this shit, man. Brilliant.
Oh, these guys are the best. They're the best soldiers I've ever heard of. This is amazing. What am I doing here? Get my uniform, get my gun. We're going with these guys. This is what it's about. And they're like, fuck you, we're gone.
Aye. Right up to the point when he does arrive and then he fucking takes over for the bridge builders, so they're getting fuck off. You know what I mean?
Aye.
There's our share of the gold just went fucking walkies, boys. You know what I mean? It's good, mate. It's good. Played well. But that actor, I can't remember his name, but he's been in a lot of things. One of mine is Oddball again, when he and his fellow 2 tanks emerge for the tunnel and just slaughter a full battalion of Germans. Well, they kind of wreck a tune, didn't they? blow up all the buildings, kill all the German soldiers, and all while playing music through the tank, man. It's awesome.
Aye. It's again, we've already mentioned, let's see the pyrotechnics and obviously stuff blowing up, and it's brilliant, man. Again, very real. I don't know if it's models, but if it is, again, it's still well done. And aye, just the madness of Mad Oddball. Just shot all these people and just I put on that record. Aye, they'll enjoy that.
Aye, fucking smashing. Really, really good. I mean, the thing about this movie as well, they managed to reload the main guns very, very quickly. And this, for some reason, you don't see them doing it. But watching Fury, you know how hard it is to load a cannon. You know what I mean? But it's good. It's great. It's explosions. It's mayhem. It's confused Germans getting mowed down in their tracks and buildings coming down. I read a bit that said there was a lot of buildings disused, like ramshackle towns in Yugoslavia that they blew up, which was excellent. And you can tell, man, it's fucking smashing. The other good bit I will say is the minefield bit is good. They walked across this kind of looks like a totty field when all of a sudden one of them steps in a mine. Because for that wee bit, it takes you away from the comedy factor, the lightheartedness, which we've enjoyed up to that point. Somebody's died, and the realisation kicks in that, by the way, we're still behind enemy lines here. This is treacherous. And then they get across this field. All the while, a German battalion is approaching in tanks and all that kind of stuff. So there's a wee bit of anxiety there, mate.
We're going to get caught here. Aye, because as it's again, and obviously they two soldiers get left out in the field because they can't get to them in time, and you're like, lads. It's just fucking bad. Because I wrote that down as well, mate, because it's a serious part and an otherwise kind of, I'll not say happy film, but it's not very tense by that bit, know what I mean? Because you get the sense of dread and fucking everything, you're like, oh shit.
Because after the fact, the rest of the guys are all heads bowed and the morale's took a right kick in the balls, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's it. Aye, because like you says, mate, it's all hang, mate, it's a wee kind of happy film. No trouble, no issues, no consequences, and all that, and then that's like a gentle reminder. Boom. You know what I mean? It's still war. But aye, that's well, you've got Don Rickles, he's cracking jokes all the way through it. That's not me.
I know Oddball's your favourite. He's up there as one of my favourite characters this, but Big Joe is my favourite. I've always liked Telly Savalas and anything I've ever seen him in. He's one of the actors that was taken for us too soon. I know, I think cancer he died of, if I'm no mistaken. And he's always under pressure and he's shouting and bawling and he's fucking, hey, what are you trying to pull here? Get out of here and all that. Just gravitate towards him so well. But Don Rickles in this, hilarious, man. Hilarious.
Brilliant, man. Another one I think's another scene I think is brilliant in this, mate, is when they make the deal with the Nazi tank commander. Because it's like, you see, the first time I watched it, I never seen it coming.
No.
Like, oh no, how are they going to do this? How are they going to get this? How are they going to get the gold? And it just, again, it's Don Rickles' character. Make a deal. What kind of deal? A deal.
Fucking good at it. Do you know what's genius as well? It doesn't give you fucking a long time to wonder if the German's going to make his mind up or no. It just says to him, you blow a hole in that door and get a share of the gold. And the next thing you know, the door's blown up. So the German's like that.
Fucking right.
No brainer. I'm in. Point me to the door you want exploded. But see if this film was made today. See if this film was made today, like we talked about Fury. They'd have probably shot at that German. But I'm glad they didn't. And keeping with the tone of the movie, and you know what I mean? We're soldiers, but we're only following orders. There's a solid deal to you, man.
Telly Savalas is like that. I mean, we're the two guys fighting a war. We don't even know what it's about.
I know.
You don't know the symbol?
I know. What? Aye.
Oh,
Great,
it's
man.
fucking so good, man. Oh. And I'll say, mate, just because the final fight in the tune, see to try and get to this bank. I don't know why last night, but I found myself kind of seeing it like for like with Saving Private Ryan. See the final fight, whereas everybody's in their positions already to set up and ambush these Nazis, and I was like, ah.
Aye. Aye. I
I
had
mean,
that done as well, mate. The final battle. And it is a long fucking thing.
aye.
It's about 30 minutes long. So it is. Because the last
Aye.
10 minutes is just about them kind of celebrating and patting each other on the back. And what are you going to do with your share? I'm gonna buy this tank, baby. What do you want to buy that tank for? It's a piece of junk. Brilliant, man.
Oh, that's man. As is, Baldwin's getting blown up. The tactics they need to use to get the better of these Tiger tanks and all that, because like anybody knows, obviously the Germans had better equipment and all that stuff. So, aye, man, it's just brilliant, well done, and the plan again, smashing.
Aye. Don't be right, there's a bit of comedy cuts when the tiger can't turn around because of a tree and because of a war. You're like, that's a
Mate.
fucking tank. It's a tank, mate.
See that? See that? It's. I remember that in fucking computer games and all that, and you were going, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Aye. And it's caveated and all by the sheer bumblingness of Oddball who fires at it while it's getting its back to them, and he fires a tin of paint at it. It's paint, you idiot. Oh, okay. Hey, want to put a rocket in there? Know what I mean?
Wait, man. Oh, fucking. Oh, mate, it's so good. It's brilliant, man. It's entertaining as fuck. Oh, and
The other
you're still
good bit,
getting a
sorry.
fight. Know what I mean?
The other good bit is when obviously Oddball said to his wee mechanic pal, stop with the negative fucking vibes, baby. Have a bit of faith. The bridge will be there. We'll get there. It'll be up. How do you know it'll be up? Because it'll be up. It'll just be up. They get
Aye.
there. Sure enough, the bridge is up. His Oddball's looking through the fucking binoculars. Still up. Yeah, hey! Bang. No, it ain't. It's just funny. Fucking funny.
Mate, as it's fucking it's so well done, man. It's so funny. And an otherwise fucking what would be a serious situation, know what I mean? Like even to see the bit after it where he's phoning his wee buddies. He's like, listen, I need a certain length of a bridge here. And he's like, the fuck are you talking about?
I need 60 feet of bridge. Look, if you want out in this action, I'm just saying I can get 60 feet of bridge anywhere I want, but I'm phoning you because I like you, you're my pal. And then the guy's 60 feet of bridge doesn't just fall out the sky. Going to need about 100 men. Where am I going to get 100 men? And he turns around and sees 100 men. Know what I mean? Band practice. Fuck it.
It's
Dun,
fucking-
dun,
Guys, mate, it's so funny, man.
Oh, woo.
Have you seen that? I know, by the way. That bit. They're waiting on Oddball showing up, and there's a whole column of troops. And so, what the fuck is this? He's like, it's the band, baby. What the fuck do we need a band for?
Aye.
Oh,
Just
mate.
watching him strolling in to join the party, and you're just watching your cut of the gold reduced by another 100 people.
At this rate, mate, everybody's getting a fucking pound each.
Aye, getting a sovereign ring at it. Know what I mean?
Oh, fucking so good, man.
What's some of your
But-
favourite lines?
Oh, well. But it's Oddball, mate. Why don't you knock it off with those negative vibes? Why don't you dig how beautiful it is out here? Why don't you say something righteous and hopeful for a change? Moriarty just goes, crap.
Aye, Moriarty, that's right, that's his name. Brilliant, man.
Oh, so fucking good, man.
I love a bit of knob and Joe and fucking Kelly walk up to Oddball and Moriarty and they're just lying back on sun loungers and it's like, What the hell are you doing? I'm drinking wine and eating cheese and catching some rays, you know. Hello.
Oh, mate. Oh, it fucking tickles me so much, man. Don't hit me with those negative vibes so early in the morning.
Aye.
Oh, mate. Oh, again, fucking, it's just oddball. I think all the way done. Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves.
Aye.
When it was, you mad bastard.
Aye. There's a few negative waves flying above our head now, you bastards. Come on. Come back to us. I like to be Private Barbara. His name is Babra, but Big Joe keeps calling him Barbara. Hey, stop calling me Barbara. That's your name, ain't it? Fucking wee mad goofy eyes.
I know, man. It's fucking that the one you've already said. It's still up. No, it ain't. It's
Class.
tickles you, man.
Class.
What's his name? Crap game. In the minefield. When he goes like, "Hey, Big Joe, I found a mine. What kind is it? The kind that blows up. How am I supposed to know what kind it is?"
Aye. Fucking, that is a stupid question. You're really making a fun of mine. Okay. That's enough. That's all I need to know. Fucking mental.
Brilliant.
The bit of all crap games on the phone. Hogan? Yeah, it's me. Listen, I got a favour to ask you. Will you quit crying? I haven't even asked you yet. It's fucking all of a sudden I'll say, yeah, no. Brilliant, man. What the hell's the matter with you?
Right.
Brilliant.
Mate, that's another one. We fucking crap game. They're talking about Oddball's commander. He's like, "Who are you in charge?" He's like, "Oh, nobody." And obviously, Don Rickles' character goes, yeah, he hasn't reported him dead yet. I've been claiming his whiskey."
Aye.
Jansen bastard, man.
Class, man.
And
that's littered with
another
laughs.
one. And a final one for me, again, oddball. It's when the motorcade is all driving by them. And they're like, "Who are these freaks? Who are these people you brought?" And he's like, "Hey, take it easy. Some of these people have got sensitive feelings, you know."
I know. Sensitive feelings. Fucking mental. Last one for me is
It's so
oddball
good.
again. It's he's talking to Big Joe and he goes, "Hey, to a New Yorker like you, a hero is some type of weird sandwich, not some nut who takes on 3 tigers." I'm like, fucking a hero sandwich, that's a thing, isn't it?
It's fucking. I'm telling you, man. It's aye. What I've already said. Got a lot of time for the ball. Oddball, man. It's fucking. Oh, quality, man. She's a brilliant character, but oh, it's fucking so good, man. But
But all the characters are good. I mean, even
aye,
there's a cracking bit in this as well. Right at the start, when Kelly's obviously interrogating the German officer to find out more about the gold, gets him drunk, gets him too fucking drunk. Telly Savalas comes in and just says to the German, "Hey, I'm not interrogating. I just want to know what kind of hotels there. I'm a tour guide. I want you to be a tour guide for me and all that." Fucking pure confused. And then mad fucking cowboy drives right in the barn. "Hey, what the hell are you doing? I'm going that way." Right through again, man.
he says there was 2 tanks out there. There's 10.
Aye. Well, we're pulling it.
Oh,
Well, that's
mate.
exactly what I'm thinking. Let's go.
Oh, but I think me. Even at that, even at the end of the film, I know, where they've drew the wee cartoon guy, Kilroy was here. That was another thing American soldiers used to do. And it was like to signify that US soldiers had been there. So it was like a wee nod to that sort of thing, you know what I mean? Because I'd read that in something else before, you know what I mean? And I was like, what the fuck's that? And I had to look it up again last night. But anywhere American soldiers go, somebody would draw that wee picture. And it was to, like, they've left our mark sort of thing. It's a good way to sign off on that, chaps.
Aye. In Glasgow, we call it leaving a mention. You know what I mean?
A mention.
Aye, it was a mention. I think other people call it graffitiing, but aye, it's great, mate. It's great, so it is. Anything else you want to divulge about the movie that you particularly liked?
I don't know, I mean, I think that's us covered everything without actually getting too much away, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Because it's one of the better war films. You know what I mean? It's up there for me anyway. And again, everybody asks about it or talk about it. Everybody likes it. You know what I mean? So aye, it's a light-hearted take on the Second World War.
Mm-hmm.
So aye,
and it's
if you
ultimately
like that sort of thing, watch it.
Ultimately a success story. Do you know what I mean? About a band of guys that just come together. Do you know what I mean? And they win for a wee change in a otherwise bleak outlook during the war. But for me, it's I've gave it an 8 out of 10, man. What you?
Aye, I'm the same, mate. An 8. That was on my IMDb, so it's an 8. Solid 8. I mean, again, well, you've obviously seen for this fucking us talking about it, mate. It's how much it still makes me laugh. Know what I mean? So, aye, quality, man.
Spoiler alert for people: if it's 55 years old, this movie. So we make no apology for divulging anything. To be perfectly honest with you, you know the score when you come onto your reviews anyway. It is going to be looking at the movie. So if you don't want to know anything about it, watch the film first. But if you haven't watched this, man, get on it. It's good. It's longer than I remember it, but I know 2 hours 20 minutes or something.
Aye, again, mate, dispels that myth that films had to be under fucking 2 hours. Know what I mean? Again, like you, I don't remember it being that long, but I'm guessing that's just because of the entertainment value in it. And so,
exactly.
I mean, if there's an endorsement that can be said for a film, I think that's it, isn't it?
Aye, we say it a lot when we're surprised about length of a movie because it's that good. We mentioned Dead Space. A lot of movies have a lot of Dead Space bits that don't fucking matter and all that just to fill the time in. But this Disney, it's just gone from one bit to another bit to keep you in the loop, tell you where everybody's at. What's the next hurdle? What do we need to overcome? Where's Oddball? Oh, there he's there. So I mean, it's fucking smashing.
He's there. Aye.
There it is.
Aye.
And even the running gag where Eccles carrying that fucking big gun, just moaning his wee face off into it.
Aye, man. I'd say like I know it's like it's no as if the whole gang like really cares for one another. Know what I mean? You're a means to an end to help us get here. I don't know like you, don't know like me, but just doing this. Know what I mean? Superb, man.
See when Rickles says to the guys, please going to take this gun, I'll give you $50. You got it on you? No, I don't have it on me, but you know, trust me or what? Look, just cake it, I'll give you $100. Have you got that on you? No, I've not got that on me either. Oh, it's fucking nuts.
Oh, brilliant, man. Fucking brilliant.
So there we go, folks. 1970s Kelly's Heroes. Get on it if you haven't already seen it. If you have already seen it, go watch it again. It is absolutely smashing. And you will then more enjoy this podcast, I'm sure. Next week, we are going to be picking one of your films. Well, we'll pick it now, but we're going to be reviewing it next week, obviously. So I'll get the wee list up, mate. And 1 to 15, we've got a few away 3, 6, 9, and 12, which is easy to remember. So, any numbers apart from in between 1 and 15. Let me just. Oh, my list has disappeared. Just texting somebody back there. Right, mate.
What'd you say is away? 3, 6, 9, and 12?
Aye.
Well, he's number 8.
Number 8. Couldn't make it up. Our wee pal, Mr. James Patterson, and it is Big Trouble in Little China. So he'll be delighted with that. He'll be delighted with that.
Aye. I haven't watched that in ages, by the way. I like that. So you
Aye,
get
I
a
like
film
that.
you've not watched, then it's smashing.
Aye, I like that too. What's actually a good bit of trivia about that, about John Carpenter?
Mm-hmm.
About that and the Golden Child, but we can discuss that next week. So hopefully we'll get James on. He's obviously a teacher, but it's going to be difficult if we're going to do a morning time recording, but we'll discuss it with him, see what he can come up with, see if we can get him on the pod, because he enjoys us, the boy, you know?
Aye. And he enjoys Big Trouble in Little China there, you know. He enjoys
Aye.
it.
Aye, he's already said many times that that's a 10 out of 10 for him, so we'll be excited. And I'm looking forward to watching it. I know I've not seen it in a long time, to be honest with
you. Aye, a long time.
you. Aye. I need to see if I can get the Blu-ray.
Oh, I have that.
Hark at you, you wee jobby. I will get on the deleted scenes and director's commentary and get some factoids about it. But there we go, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. That was Kelly's Heroes, as I said. We will be doing Big Trouble in Little China next time around with James, hopefully. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, tell people about it. You know what I mean? Word of mouth. We keep saying, if you like it, you don't like it, share it with somebody you like, share it with somebody you fucking hate. We don't care. There's no such thing as bad fucking publicity. Oh,
yes.
I dropped my thing.
Oh, I thought for a second there your Williard fell off.
Oh no, I heard the thud. The neighbours down the stair would have had a ceiling in there.
So that's
You up
still
to
the way Black Pudding that boy's dropped.
Oh, is that going to be a thing tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow we'll do it for Saturday as a Saturday treat.
Oh, aye, good idea, good idea. I'll need to... Aye, look forward to that. Right, folks, thanks very much for joining in. We'll see you next time around.
Let's enjoy the rest of your week. And again, cheers for listening. Goodbye.
Wait to that. Goodbye. Ta-ta. The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.